Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and on today's video we'll be talking about my thoughts on Brilliance of the Seas and the Pacific Coastal Cruise by Royal Caribbean, and that's coming up right after this. Alright everyone, welcome back to Traveling with Justin. I am Justin. And yes, today I'll be talking about what I thought of the Brilliance of the Seas. All right, so I did a post a little bit earlier on my blog that talked about some things of the Brilliance of the Seas that I didn't really care for, and you know, my opinion and stuff like this. But this video is going to be about what I thought of the whole entire trip. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so the trip, yeah, we flew to LA out of Salt Lake City. We flew Delta. We got down there, we caught an Uber. Now that was kind of interesting. LAX is undergoing construction, so we had to find the bus that took us to the Uber lot. By the time, we got that done, we took the Uber down to San Pedro, to the DoubleTree Inn where we were staying. That was a really super nice hotel. I really liked that. I would highly recommend that. And then we went over to San Pedro to go there and board Brilliance of the Seas, but there was a delay. So the Brilliance of the Seas, as I was coming through the Panama Canal and up to San Francisco, that had some cases of norovirus on it, which made it later for us to board the ship so they can sanitize and clean everything like that. And so we got a text, and so instead of leaving our hotel at 11:30, we left at 12:30, but we still had to stand in long lines to get, we were way out there. Yeah, see this picture right here? We were way out there. And it took a while for us to get aboard the ship, and by the time we got aboard the ship, it's not typical of the cruise lines I've been on. Well, Princess. Carnival, I don't think does it, or Royal Caribbean, I don't think does it either. Well, not on Brilliance of the Seas. But by the time we got to our muster station and we did all that, we got there, the only place we could eat is the buffet, because the dining room was only for Key Club membership. And you could have paid extra for the Key Club, but why do that? That's just an extra cost. So we couldn't go to the dining room, but we went to the buffet, and that was fine. All right? So the whole entire trip was real super good. The only thing I don't really like about Brilliance of the Seas is that between the hours of 3 and 5, the buffet is closed. You cannot eat, you cannot snack, and you can't get ice cream. So what's the point of having the ice cream open from 12 to 8? Is it 8:30? Because that's when the buffet's open, but you can't get ice cream from 12 or from 3 to 5. I know, stupid, right? And the only other option of food was the Park Cafe. Besides, there was a coffee shop down there that had, like cookies and little desserts and stuff like that. But the only other place you can get actual food was the Park Cafe. And that Park Cafe was very, very busy on when we were in Victoria. People were coming back and they were hungry, but they couldn't go to the buffet because it was closed. So they were lining up outside a Park Cafe. They ran out of cookies. I know, who runs out of cookies? And people were getting sandwiches and stuff like that because they didn't eat on land because they figured, they can come back to the ship and eat, but the buffet was not open. Go give it. But yeah, I ate on land. My wife and I found a Beacon drive-in, a hamburger joint, and we ate there. So yeah, that's probably about the only negative thing I have about the Brilliance of the Seas right now is the lack of food between 3 and 5. So if you come back from port and you're expecting food, Park Cafe's it. And they don't really have that many food options. Go figure. All right, so another thing is that my wife did not like was the royal cheesecake. My wife loves cheesecake, but on this time, cheesecake was not very good to her. So, but the service of the Diet Coke, that was exceptional. She always had Diet Coke because all they had to do was just walk in the galley, boom, fill it up and come back out. So yeah, there was only one time we ate the buffet for dinner. That's because my wife didn't like anything on the menu that night. So that's when we ate the buffet. But that's okay. We can go to that buffet. And my wife doesn't like to spend money on specialty restaurants. But we might do that sometime in the future. We're not sure. Because, I want to branch out. Overnight in San Francisco was good. I would rather have gone to Astoria, but San Francisco, I saw parts of San Francisco I had not seen before. Yeah, we went on that go-kart tour. That was kind of fun and exciting, driving around San Francisco in those, but people just don't really care about you. And yeah. And then we went up to Mirror Woods. Now that was fun. That was a great adventure, but the road to drive up there was, it's not a good one. So yeah, the Mirror Woods, I've never seen that before. And so we went up there and I saw different parts of San Francisco or California that I've not seen before. So I kind of like that. Victoria, we saw, some of the same sites in Victoria as we have before, but we saw other parts. And I already like that. That's the third time I've been to Victoria, and I'm fine with that. My wife doesn't like it, but I'm fine with it. All right, so the ship itself, Brilliance of the Seas, it's a smaller ship. It's a bit older. They have only 2 banks of elevators, one at the front and one in the middle, not one on the back. So if your room's like way in the back of the ship, you have to walk clear up to the middle to go down, because there's no stairs or anything like that, except for crew. The crew, has stairs and stuff like that back there. I think they might have a crew elevator too. I'm not sure if I went on that one or not. But that is it. You got a lot of walking in. The room was really super good. It was nice and spacious. We had plenty of room to put our stuff around. I had my laptop, I had my iPad out, I even had my tripod out, where my camera's sitting on right now. And I was able to do a lot of different things. Now, it was not crowded with my wife's clothes, because sometimes she thinks the couch is a closet, but she's getting better and keeping that up like that. But the only thing is on these newer cruise ships, please put plugs by the bed. So people who have... All right, hey, it is editing, Justin. I just noticed that some of my words got cut off. So what I was going to say is that for people like me who have sleep apnea, it'd be great to have plugs by the bed so we don't... They don't have to grab an extension cord and trip over it all the time. That's just a thought, That's just a thought. And plus put more USBs by the bed too. But that's just a thought, What do I know? What do I know? But yeah, my thoughts is it's a really super good, fun cruise. Yeah, they did come from Fort Lauderdale through the Panama. No, they came from Tampa through the Panama Canal up to Alaska. They were starting their Alaska season there. And that was really super fun. I think it was Pier 35 we were at. It was just right there. We got off the ship and stuff like that. It was kind of convenient. There is a CVS right down there, so if you need to get some Diet Coke or Pepsi or whatever, they have it right down there, down the street. And so Vancouver, we've already talked about Victoria. We're going to talk about Vancouver. Okay, my first time in Vancouver, I really liked that, except for I wanted to see more of the city, but we couldn't stay any longer. We did take the sea to sky tour, and it takes you from the sea, and takes you around Vancouver so you can see the sights. Takes you to Shannon Falls, which was really super nice. Wish I could have spent more time there. And then it took you up to the gondolas, where you went up a mountain. And there was actually snow on the mountain, which is kind of cool. I put my jacket on because it got kind of cold up in the mountains where the snow was, and it was foggy. But it was fun. I mean, that tram ride, that gondola ride up was kind of cool. I really liked that. I wish I could have seen that in the summertime where it's beautiful and there's no snow, so you could go explore. That's what I want to do. But maybe another time when I go to Vancouver, I would love to go there and see movie sets, see where they film stuff at, because they film a lot of stuff in Vancouver. And it's like the Hollywood of Canada, because it's probably better too. And yeah, so Vancouver, it was great. And then the Amtrak was kind of a, I was thinking I'd be going, fast, but I was going slow because I had to stop at different places to pick up people, drop people off. But it was a decent train ride. I mean, for $45 a person, not too bad. Not too bad, if I say so myself. And then we stayed at the Embassy Suites there in Seattle. It was right next to the Amtrak train station. We got off the train, we walked right over, got right into our hotel, and that was a really nice view. I would definitely stay there again. It was about $354 for one night, but it was worth it. I mean, if I could have stayed there a lot longer than 11 to 10, 11 hours, but that's what happens, right? So overall, the trip was really super good. There was a lot of great things on that. Oh yeah, another thing is they had Starlink aboard Brilliance of the Seas, and it was pretty quick. I could do what I needed to do. I didn't upload videos or anything like that. I should really try that next time I'm on a cruise with Starlink, is try to upload a video to see how long it takes. But we'll get to that point when I go again. The cabin is really super good. The ship was a little bit older. The only down thing was the running out of cookies on Victoria Port Day, and the buffet was closed at 8:30 and from 3 to 5. Was it closed for breakfast time? No, I think they closed down half of it to set up lunch, and kept half of it breakfast, and they shut the breakfast down and went to full. Yeah, but it was a decent trip. I mean, it was not a last minute, but it was within a month and a half that we planned to go on that. My wife needed to get away, so we found a trip, and boom, we were gone. And yeah, it was a fun, relaxing trip. Of course, I stressed a little bit because I always stress, but it was a decent trip. We did different things. We tried out different things, and some things, we could probably tweak and make better. But it was a great trip. So if you're planning on doing the Brilliance of the Seas or anything going the Pacific Coastal from either LA or San Francisco up, I would definitely do that. I mean, it was really super good. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you got some insights. If you did, give it a thumbs up. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you would like to, this button right over here is a subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll have some other updates coming up. So that'll be good. And this right here is the best video for you. And until the next one, I will see you later. Bye.